When you find a man with no time for marking time, when you find a man with no desire to camp and build a monument around his success and his strides of today, there is something greater than today driving him. Are we together? We read that earlier. I like Paul. He says in Philippians chapter 3, we read that earlier, verse 13. He says, this, not that I have apprehended. 3:13. Can you give us Philippians 3 and verse 13? I count not myself to have apprehended. I hope you know the guy speaking. Wrote 2/3 of the New Testament. Excellent apostle by every definition. Met the God of the Bible. A man who was not part of the apostolic community, but came from behind. Talk about speed. That Peter said, this guy, I'm the chiefest of the apostle, but this man, his writings are hard. 18 years in the wilderness of Arabia, came back with fire. I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth for the things that are before. Now the emphasis is verse 14. It says, I press towards the mark. Shout it, say the mark. One more time, say the mark. One more time, say the mark. Look at me. How many of you know that the way most coaches train athletes, especially those who run, the way they train them is that if you are going to be a national, person running for your nation for say 100-meter dash, they don't train you with 100 meters. No, they will train you with about 150 meters. And the psychology is to program your mind to build energy, momentum, and expectation. Are we together? Like a thermostat. That means every time you cross 100, your mind still assumes that you still have 50. That's how they train champions. If you train a champion to run 100-meter race and you train him 100 meters, he will most likely take last. Others who stretch the bar do 200 meters. The guy is running 200 meters, but the real preparation is for 100 meters. And he will run and finish. He wants to stop, but his mind is saying, you are failing because the bar has been stretched. Some of you, your bar is too small. Too small. Destiny is demanding 100 meters. Your training is 5 meters. And you keep celebrating yourself only to stand at the field and see that you're not able to cross 5.